Yo, hello. Welcome after a extended stint when basically everybody was on travel vacation. We are back for one of the final remaining matches for league semifinals for season 7. Long-awaited battle between Tam's Triple, Potatoepouch, Mayhem versus the Sticky Priest. This is technically game 2. Picked by Shady and Zelga and Marty for 80 KDB. And we have, of course, Shady and Zelga facing off versus Magno in the lane. Very, very exciting to be here. Super hype matchup. I'm here joined by the other side of the bracket, Gem, waiting in the finals for one of these two teams to advance. Gem, how's it going?
Yo, hey, I am excited to scout out the competition. This is like a super cool matchup. Both teams are extremely strong and very cool guys, so it's awesome to see these guys face off.
Yeah. This side of the bracket certainly, and no, no disrespect or anything to your side of the bracket, but like these guys are super well decorated. Of course, Magno and the lane and Broger, who, as you might have seen from is one of the file select screens, is still on vacation in Greece somewhere. These guys were the runners-up from last year for Season 6, and certainly looking to make their return appearance in the finals for Season 7. Shady and Zelga, I believe, have finished in top 4. I think that was last year for probably several seasons. Certainly high contenders and high finishers for every single league season. These guys have been together for 6 seasons, maybe. I don't know if they were around for like the very first original season, but man, like this is top tier talent here.
Yeah, basically for as long as I can remember these Infinity. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there was no spoiler this year, so they could not be, as they've been mostly commonly known as the spoilers. So this time they settled for Sticky. It's still good. It's still a good team name. Don't get me wrong. It's just not the spoilers. We're scouting Lumberjack, by the way. Yeah. Both the lane and Zelga doing this. Yeah, and Big Key on Lumberjack's kind of interesting. We may not need it, but we do need Aga. It is all dungeons, so...
We do have one CT small key already, so...
Oh, okay,
I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. It could just be like something required for Dark World access in, like, the second chest of Castle Tower, but...
Very true.
Yeah, yes, I mean, Big Key is at least pretty good odds that we might not have CT small key go mode for once.
Oh, amazing. Yes. Of course, then, you know, with our luck, it's going to be something like Skull was Big Key or something.
Yeah. It probably will be, because CT small key is always the go mode.
By the way, yes, I believe Taltar's mentioning that, yes, a previous iteration of the spoilers was also the Eastern skippers, noted by Andy in the previous season that the Eastern skippers somehow never skipped Eastern, and we are seeing that Shady taking one for the team, not forcing his teammate Zelga into Eastern Palace, gonna do the initial scouting, so then they can at least have a calm and collected Diddy Kong for the rest hour and a half.
Yeah, I think if one of your teammates is gonna go to Eastern at the start, it has to be not Zelga. Otherwise, yeah, your team will just not work, because you'll have to recover mentally for at least half an hour.
Yeah, exactly. Now, for what it's worth, Zelga still may need to go into Eastern. I don't actually quite catch so far what has been Eastern. Maybe nothing that exciting, but you know, if part of Dark World Access is here, then it is going to be like a, you know, especially if a forced double dip of Eastern, then he's gonna have to come here eventually. But the hope, of course, is that they only have to do this once on both respective teams, both for Magno and the lane as well. I did see a glove, by the way. Is that what happened on Magno's? I saw a glove in the well.
I missed that there was one. I saw a lamp, so the stocks for potkeys and logic.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, and I remember getting a bunch of small keys. Man, imagine getting a 4th heart, Gem. Like, think about the luxury of getting so many hearts early.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's the glove. Okay.
Oh, was that okay, maybe those are just bombs. Or maybe that was a flute. Was that a flute and sank? I saw something
that's
blue.
A flute
okay.
Yeah,
oh, well, that's super convenient. Okay, so yeah, we got some fast travel already. The lane, of course, representatively buying the Ice Palace small key from Bottle Vendor. I hope money is an issue. Oh, but it looks like Shady, at least maybe else from Eastern. I'm not sure. We did got a lot of money.
Oh yeah, Shady is loaded.
Quite
Yeah,
the contrast.
Eastern and Saha probably have a bunch of money. Saha is 600, thank you. Telephone.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so that means, at least in this case, Zora is not going to be too much of an issue. Of course, Zora is most often going to be available or in Logic now before Dark World access, just because we have a glove. We can get the Glover flippers, and unless it's going to be like a super very tight Agassi, like that's your Dark World access with literally nothing else, then yeah, we'll probably wait on it. But it's always really nice to be able to have that early money. Oh, I saw having a little indecision about library, getting that map. It's all dungeons, so I can certainly understand them we not caring about that as much.
Yeah, the real indecision should be whether you should get that compass on race game.
Yeah,
It could be the one.
There's
a pearl in the
I
dam.
fully
Yes,
believe,
yes.
yeah, okay. We are one piece away now from Dark World access. Hammer or glove. Ideally hammer. Another Ice Pal small key. Ideally hammer. We are going in as fast as we can. Oh, we have a fire rod too. But by the way, thank you Fishing Boo and Furious Prince for helping us track. They catch literally everything and anything that I missed, which I've caught 0 things of. So, very much appreciated.
Yeah, bless the trackers. I did not catch the fire rod. I have no idea where that came from.
Yeah, we got a lamp, we got a fire rod.
I think
guess...
it was the ice rod actually. Yeah, Magna's an ice rod,
Oh,
not the
okay,
fire rod.
okay.
Yeah, that was unsecured. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh. Which means you got a bottle somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. Nice little bomb spooky from Magno there. That's why the one didn't die.
Can you believe these guys just get like these frame perfect tricks, you know, when they don't want it, and then suddenly, like when they get to Swamp Palace, it's like they take like 40 attempts in order to get this one bomb spooky that they've gotten just for free, you know, at any time where they're trying to basically kill a mini Moldorm or like a, you know, like a guard or something. Shady might die up on the mountain.
He'll
I'm
be
a little
fine.
scared.
You know, Bomb Spooky and Swamp would be a lot easier if they just put a mini Modem in the room and you try to kill her with it.
Yeah. Okay. Another incentive for Randomizer. Understood. That's exactly what you said.
Exactly. Everything should be randomized. Okay, there's a little small key and Spec Rock. Like that.
Alright, we do see...
It seems like all the bad out of the way caves at once right now. Magnus and Ice Rod Cave, the lane at Agana, Shady and Spec Rock Cave. There's a big key on Highly Island.
Okay, a good scout by Zelga. Yeah, those are also pretty nice to see. You do a little bit of like a face palm, especially when you do like solo mode and you finally get to like Highlight Island, you pick it up line, and then you're just like, oh, there's a hammer, oh, there's a fire rod, oh great, thanks. I wish I'd seen this earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, right now we have the Map Guard and Map Chest and Hyrule Castle left and Zora, I think, in Logic. That might be why Zelga is getting the 600, because, yeah, Zora is one of the last few things we can do. They said Black Ops Escape and Agana, what it's worth, but at least, yeah, from our knowledge.
Yeah, the lane actually did check. I did catch that when he checked Agina, where Magno also went to some faraway cave that was just all nothing. No, it was a piece of heart. So yeah, we don't really have very many things left. I know. So money is not logical. The game does expect you to be able to farm money as tedious and little at a time as you may need, but the fact that there is infinite money, just very slow trickles of it can be. So I'm very glad to see anytime where there's just 300s laying around. We don't, we do have a glove at least, so we can at least go cool a hand easily. We can go do 50 rupee cave if we really need to, but but still, 300s are much nicer.
So interestingly enough, Magno and the lanes team decided to go to the Zora area before even checking Saha. And there's really no reason not to do it as a one-off, because you have a glove, like you can just boot back end to Eastern separately without really losing time. So they're here now without money. And
yeah, Magno's gonna try and get this small key. Can he get this?
Does he have he doesn't have a double water walk. I think you can do something with the ice rod. I never really figured out how it works, but I guess he knows how to do it.
Okay.
It's like kinda cursed. Yeah, he messed it up.
Okay.
And now he does 2 bombs and his magic, so...
Everything's fine. Don't worry, there's 600 at Saha, which the lane's gonna find out right now. Was that a green pendant desert?
Naturally.
Of course, yes, of course. Why would desert be anything else that's not a pendant? Okay,
Yeah,
Zelda.
giving him the news that there's 600. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. There might be a little annoyance, but I mean, at least Magno could just go, as you said, flute to Eastern Saha and go get the money, and then yeah, like he was already kind of over there, but you know, it is what it is, and it's still early, so we do have a lot of game left to play. Earlier hiccups, if you last locate, it's still fine as long as you don't last locate last, I guess, or second to last.
Yeah, the issue isn't really last locating because you kind of have to do everything. It's more about being efficient. Right? Because
yeah.
That's basically the main thing for ADKDB, and like we've already been to Zora area without the money, so that's just time you won't get back.
Alright, well, we are gonna go see what the big fish has. The Light World fish. Shady is on his way. And we also did pick up a shovel. I'm not sure where that came from.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that somebody's already checked this on Shady's Zelga side.
Yeah, Shady seems to have it. I haven't seen Shady here, so this might also be something that's just logic.
Oh, it's a...
Oh, that's Castle Tower.
Hey, that is our Castle Tower entry. Hilarious.
Yep, we can get all the way to Dark Maze with this one key that we found in Secret Passage.
And it's in logic because you have a lamp.
Yep.
What is actually here though? Oh, it's a small. Oh, okay. Looks like it's gonna be. Is this our Castle
Any
Tower?
city small? City?
Oh, yeah, it was. It was gonna be pretty hilarious. Oh no. Okay, we can get to Zora Ledge maybe. There was a small key in there. Probably not enough to actually sequence break it. It was gonna be hilarious. So that was also a Castle Tower key. But
yeah, I wish Magno had picked up the magic in Secret Passage. He needs that to get. Well, he can also just save and quit out of here. But he will need. Yeah, he's picking it up now. But the problem is like he needs more magic than this because he doesn't have. Well, he needs to like, or he wants to kill the enemies in Castle Tower with Blue Cane and not with bombs. Like 4 bombs are enough to kill the ball and chain guards if you get double hits in. But like then you also need to kill the other guys, and it's just so cursed. You should really do this with the Blue Cane.
is this gonna be enough magic then? Like, do you need a full bar of magic? Because you also have to kill the 2 blue guards like in the second screw too, right?
Yeah, but apparently his potion is a blue potion, so it should be fine then.
Okay. This is always one of the...
Oh, Waterfall was blue.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that, yeah. But yeah, this is also one of the more, like, interesting parts. This doesn't come up as often in these, like, non-entrance modes, but, like, having to do Castle Tower on... like MacGyver style, you got a paper clip and maybe a piece of, you know, like a nickel or something, right? And you gotta kill 4 guards. How are you gonna do this? And you're just like, well, I guess I could scratch together some magic and some bombs and hope for the best.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually so awful. Like there were seats where you had to do it on just bombs, and that's so cursed. Like the ball and chain guards aren't even that bad. Because it's pretty safe, it just takes a while, but like the blue guards in the next room,
yeah, those guys are well,
so bad.
You know, right? Well, I mean, you know why? Like those guys are so difficult, right? It's because they have boots, right? I mean, it's overpowered for everybody involved who's wearing them.
Boots and a sword.
Yeah, boots and the sword. Yeah, it's like they're playing casual boots, and we're the invaders. Okay, Magno's looks like he's gonna do the old burner strat, which is good. Then okay, very nice. Yeah, very nicely done. Basically, 3/4 of a magic bar. Okay, not in the first chest at Castle Tower.
Yeah, that was about to be expected since we got the lamp and the key. I just basically yells at you. It's second chest.
Okay, all right, vanilla small key right here in Castle Tower. We're gonna go to see our friend. I can feel it. Oh, it's a hook shot.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
Okay. Okay. Understandable.
Oh.
All right, Shady, remembering that he doesn't have flippers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Shady also was in front of Castle Tower and then I guess decided to go get the blue potion instead. But like he would fine. He has 7 bombs. It just takes 4 to kill the ball and chain guards. And then he can use his slip of magic to probably kill the blue guards with burner.
Hmm.
I think he really shouldn't have come back here. You also
I guess
actually need to
whatever.
water bog to get this potion. You can just swim up to it. So you could have saved some time by
Good point.
just
Okay, I'm
swimming up to
learning.
it.
Also, I think one of the more unfortunate things was, even though there were 600 in Saha, he like had to force Zora, and then he like couldn't like, if he just wants the potion, like he could have just gone to potion shop, but he doesn't have money. So it's a little unfortunate, but yeah. Okay, we tested out that the lamp works. Yeah, looks like everybody
Yeah,
is
we found a
going...
Hyrule Castle small in the bottom of Paradox, and now we're gonna see what's in the top.
Okay,
Oh,
there are our bits. Yeah, that is our Dark World access. The lane actually going to capacity upgrade to go get some extra bombs.
I don't know about that. I feel like you save the magic at the rupees and then just get a potion. If you're already going there, just get the potion. You need magic to get in anyway.
So I guess the lane's gonna probably get some magic from, yeah, like Secret Passage. There was another bottle here. One bottle I think was a mini Molder Room, was that something, right? And then one bottle was here at Uncle.
I think it's just the Uncle bottle.
Oh, maybe just, okay.
Oh, okay. And he doesn't actually have that yet. That's why he decided to get bombs. Okay. Save a trip to go here. Makes sense.
Yeah, sorry. So then between, in this case, Magno and Zelga, I think, are going to be the front runners going into Dark World and the rest of the mountain. I imagine we're going to do some version of Super Bunny and Hookshot Cave and Spiral, but we don't have the mirror, so we have to be a little bit more conscious of the order we do things in. Because once you go to Dark World, you can't go back. At least you don't want to go back. So... Yeah, these are always the really fun ones, in my opinion, especially when it just forces you to be a little bit more creative. Again, you see this kind of more often in Entrance, because you're getting to all these locations that you're not expecting to, right? Oh, I stumbled upon Paradox. Oh, I stumbled upon Castle Tower. In the first 10 minutes of the game. But here, it's because there's not shuffle for entrances, you can somewhat calculate and decide, okay, I want to go here. But in this case, we don't even have a sword, which is, arguably with the Blue Stain bolts, right, guards, one of the most powerful things you can have with boots. The most stable weapon that we have is MIA. Yeah, we don't have the hammer either, and yeah, our best kind of weapon, I guess, at this point, is Berna, which, yes, it is a very good reminder that Berna is, in fact, a weapon. Don't overlook it when you're trying to find things to use in terms of trying to kill enemies with.
Wait, still ain't killing these guys.
Oh, maybe there was no communication on Magno's side?
Like, this is definitely one that Magno should have told him that he doesn't need that, because these take a bit of time.
Yeah, I'm a little worried here. The knight should be okay. But yeah, you can see him taking a good amount of caution to not get hit, because that last heart can be kind of dangerous. Okay, we do get some more GT keys. Heart container. Oh my gosh, everyone's so.
That's not really that exciting here.
Oh, I did also miss Ether. No, that was also in Paradox. So it's going to be one of our medallions. Looks like it's Bombos marked, at least that Magno scouted for Turtle Rock, so it's going to be something else. That Bombos, of course, also could be our ticket into Ice Palace, which I do expect the lane to be visiting as soon as humanly possible in order to get in. We just need a Fire Rod, I guess, or Bombos, and a sword. Remember the sword if you go in with Bombos. That's pretty important.
Yes. You should just always remember the sword.
Yeah, well,
Ether is needed for Mire. So once we have the sword, we can go into Mire.
Yes, I'm sure these guys were super looking forward to going into Mire. Well, we don't have the cane, we don't have the big key, we don't have really much of anything to go do. I could just get the checks in there. Of course, we can actually get in. We have boots and hook shot, so that's at least something. But yeah, I'm not really looking forward to the prospect of beating Vitreous here on this kind of equipment.
Nope. That's why it's good to go in now, because you don't have the big key or cane, so you don't need to be this.
Understandable.
Although, I know we do have a lamp, so we do have a fire source too. So,
Yeah, that's right. And sometimes the game has a little bit of sense of humor where they put the fire rod on left side Mire, which is fire source locked. So yeah, the lamp sometimes can be absolutely required. It doesn't happen too often because there's only like a handful of like lamp lock locations, like hard lamp lock locations. Like if the fire rod's, let's say, in Hera basement or like left side Mire, then yeah, you're gonna need that. But it is kind of interesting when it does happen. Okay.
yeah, especially when when your partner finds the lamp and you try to skip it for a while, but then it turns out, well, gotta get it now. I already did all these dark rooms, and now I have to get the lamp because I need this as a fire source.
Alright, I did notice a Easter Palace small key. That was in Super Money. Shady just picked it up. I'm sure all these other guys have, of course, marked on the trackers. I do also see Magno has a bow from somewhere.
Oh, there. Hookshot cave. Yeah, I missed that.
Oh, hookshot cave. Okay, perfect.
Lane just got it.
Okay, perfect. So we are one step closer. Shady also verifying that that Eastern is potentially clearable, playable for Zelga. We just need that Eastern Palace big key. Ooh, Magno actually pretty nice. Testing out the stun price. Small magic drop.
Yeah, it would have been nice to be able to get before Agatawa, but
True.
Hookshot to stun enemies was in there.
Magno, very fortunate, of course, after avoiding Zora to be able to afford chess game, or maybe he never went to Zora, I'm not sure. But yes, it's always nice to be able to go into chess game and not get the you don't have enough money text box. Always a little sad to see. It was only 30 rupees. And he did win chess game, so pod at least is not going to be too big of an issue. Dig game is also not going to be too big of an issue. So
yeah, pod might be on the agenda soon. We have the bow, so that could point to something on right side that we might need relatively soon.
Yeah, I only see one key, sadly.
Yeah, surely we'll just find one on the way over there. We kind of just want to... Well, it kind of depends what we find. Oh, there's a second one. Nice.
Oh, easy.
It kind of depends what we find on our way to Hype Cave, but like probably we just want to splash delete and go into pod afterwards.
Alright, we finally nice.
We have mids, we kind of just want to... Yeah, go... Like, if we're already at Hype Cave, just go pod, otherwise it's just such a far track back.
So actually is pod in logic right now?
No, not right now.
But... Okay.
But now it is. Because the lane just full of flippers.
Oh, okay. It looks like Skullwoods is the place to be. Zelga's having, unfortunately, not the easiest time for the easiest room of the game. But yeah, we actually have some really nice... Zelga just doesn't want to use his cape. Or maybe he couldn't in that entry hallway. Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, nice, but very, tenacity does pay off though. He found Bombos. We don't have a sword yet, but that might be the ticket into, well, certainly Turtle Rock, but also maybe Ice Palace.
Yeah, with the Bombos. Yeah.
Again, maybe not the best equipment that you're willing to go into Ice Palace with. However, beggars can't be choosers. This is league semifinals. We both of these teams are 1 to 2 games, maybe a possible third, away from getting to league finals. So a lot of high stakes here. You know, a lot of GT keys, by the way. Maybe something will be in GT.
Yeah. I kind of don't like what both the lane and Zelga did here. They both went to the big key chest before the West Lobby pot key. Which, like in this case, it doesn't matter. Didn't matter, and it usually doesn't matter, but you could find Kane or Mirror in West Lobby pot key, which both make the big key chest faster. Because with Kane, you can put the Kane block on the switch. With Mirror, you can just mirror out instead of using the hand.
True. Yeah, we did still definitely see how much time can be benefited, especially, or how much time can be lost without the Kane. That is a big key on a bumper ledge, which I'm not quite... Oh, no, the lane's definitely going after this as well. Okay.
Yeah. He did a double take because he didn't immediately realize he has the cape, I guess. But yeah, we can just get that. There's the scoutable big key we have, by the way. There's one on Lumberjacks and one on Hyde Island. And I bet they're all just as useless as this one.
Yeah, Hyrule Castle Big Key is a it's like one of the farthest leaves of the key logic tree. Not only do you need all 4 Hyrule Castle small keys to be put on. Hey, look, there's a sword and high pay. Finally, there's a sword. You also need it's only unlocks Zelda Cell, so it's like very, very far.
Okay, so Magnus walking out of Hype Cave, despite having the Smith in tow. So I guess he will flash the lead here.
Okay, yeah, he has a bow, he has air, he has bombs this time. And as you said, the lane found the flippers, right? So he knows that this is logical. Like, he can get over here. Now, I guess my question is, if he's gonna go into, pod, or just go straight to Pyramid, or Catfish.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too, because he has the Smith in tow, and if he goes to pot, he loses him.
No. He's just gonna swim up here. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's a little bit safer because you avoid the enemies.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's a bit slower too, but definitely safer, which, it's not the worst thing to just be safe.
Yeah, especially when you're pretty far from home. Any definition of home, really. Like, the main problem is we just don't have the hammer. So a lot of our Dark World is accessible, but it is not convenient, right? It's like, do you have a direct flight, or can you go through 3 layovers in order to get to your destination? And right now, we're definitely on the latter.
Yeah. Okay, looks like Magno is keeping this Smith, which will reward him with a Turtle small key, as Shady just demonstrated.
Okay.
But yeah, instead of pot, he's going to Catfish.
We'll see, in this case, on what the other fish, the Dark World fish, has for us. Any loot? Or we're gonna be sad today.
Sad.
Okay, maybe loot?
No, just a GT.
At
the very least, though, Magno gets to mark off the bingo square of bringing a follower to Catfish. So.
True.
Drop Magno.
I also would like to note that both Zora and Catfish had a GT small key. Except one was significantly cheaper. Well, okay, is it significantly cheaper? They're expensive in different dimensions. One is Zora is somewhat expensive in terms of actual cost. I mean, yeah, it does take some time, but also, Catfish is more time expensive. Oh, I guess we're just not getting this right now. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe. Where's he going?
Yes, that's kind of weird. What?
North Dark World? Okay.
Yeah, he just realized.
Not okay.
Okay. Problem is like you can't just keep the Smith because he won't let you go into a lot of caves or dungeons.
Oh right. This is not entrance.
You need to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can go into single entrance.
Single,
caves?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then
but
you
double multi-entrance or dungeons.
Right. Yeah. And you are allowed to drop into Skull Woods, right? That they can't really stop you. But other than that, yeah, you're kind of stuck with them until you turn them in.
Yeah, Philae I expect will go to pot here. That I guess pretty much has to be where our progression is now. Don't we have anything left? We have Meyer. We can go into Meyer.
Oh, true. That's right. We got a sword from Hype Cave, and we have both our entry medallions for Turtle Rock and for Meyer. We can't get into Turtle Rock, even though we do have the medallion. We do need that elusive hammer. However, as you said before, we probably are... Actually, can we get into ice?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Ice is also logical, and we have 2 keys, so like everything except the boss and the hammerlock things are logic in there.
So why is the lane going to pod? I feel like this should be an immediate rush to go back home to see if we've forgotten anything for vacation.
True. Yeah, a little bit odd. Maybe the lane changed during his 3 weeks of vacation.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Not my lane.
Yeah, so I'm kind of watching Magno. I think he also came back from vacation at some point, relatively recently. Unfortunately, not having the best of time with this room. But this bombos is kind of important, unfortunately, or fortunately. I mean, it depends on your perspective. But in order to get the bombos, that is a gigantic pain. All right, Shady though. Yeah, coming back with flippers to Zora area. Getting this Zora ledge small key.
That's interesting that he's getting this as a one-off now. It just doesn't really feel like it does enough to warrant going here as a one-off.
Oh, but
it seems pretty useful.
Really important.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good find for Sticky Freeze. That is a Castle Tower key, and I know I was only memeing earlier about how wouldn't it be hilarious if there's Castle Tower key. Unfortunately, it didn't look like there was any way to get that key, right? Pre Dark World.
Yeah, you can do the thing that Magno tried to do with like 2 bombs and Ice Rod, but it's just like so cursed and weird, and yeah.
Yeah, it would have been pretty hilarious though. But yeah, like I don't know when Magno and the lane will go back there. It is a very, very much required key though, for Zora Ledge. Everyone's kind of already been to Catfish. I don't know if a GT small key will warrant another like a trip actually up there for the lane. Certainly not for Magno. And of course that also requires the mirror as well. So okay, Parabiki in Ice Palace. First Bari. The second key, by the way, of Eastern in Southwest Basement? There's something about Eastern.
No, yeah, I missed it. Maybe.
Alright, so at least these guys are really good at coordination for the restream. Very much appreciated, by the way, to see Zelga and the lane kind of doing the same things. And Magno and Shady doing also very similar things. This happened kind of before as well. Nice big keys, by the way. Big key to Skull. After everyone's just kind of already been to Skull, it's always great to see.
Yeah, it's interesting though to find. Oh wow, Shady's just leaving after that. Okay, interesting. Oh, Zaga just found the hammer. That's why. Okay, so a hammer on right side pod.
Hilarious hammer to this dungeon. Are we surprised? Did I ever mention, by the way, that
no,
I think
I'm not
the hammer
surprised.
locations are hammer in ice or hammer in pod?
Hey, you're just like every
also,
other random play.
Yes. Yeah. And also apparently it looks like Samaria was also found in a pod rupee basement. That is also something that is very convenient for Ice Palace.
Yes, you just want to be in pod before Ice Palace. Honestly, I wouldn't have failed for Shady to hedge his bets there. And this is gonna coincidentally work out a little bit better for the lane Magno. Well, they have 3 keys, so it's fine. But yeah, I wouldn't have hated for Shady to just go at this conveyor bar and then leave ice. And then just hope you can come back with Kane later.
Okay, I think that's very reasonable because that the conveyor bar, right? It's a little awkward to route in because normally you can just go if you don't have the cane, you just go like the regular non-icebreaker route, and then if you have the cane, you go the icebreaker route. But then nobody really cares about that bar if you go the icebreaker route. So you kind of have to either forget about him, which I highly do not recommend in co-op, especially, or you gotta kind of route him in, like kind of backtrack a little. Yeah, but this time Magno's not going to be able to get all of the rest of the checks here, right? He doesn't hammer, so he can't really do map chest, or big key chest, right? Yeah.
I don't think he should continue on here at all. Like, the lane can clear this place out now. There's no reason for Magno to do this. Should just go get his hammer. Like
Alright,
the big
Zelda?
thing that you want to find here would be like a pot small key and the big key. So, oh, the Thief's Down Compass. Okay, never mind.
Exactly. Everything worked out because he found the Thief's Down Compass. The entire rando game is saved. As we actually do see Zelga picking up some extra potions potentially for this Ice Palace trip. I'm not sure. Well, maybe if you are especially fan of the Sticky Priest and you believe in the rule of fire as coined by the one and only Zelga Dasan, then you will be confident that there is a fire rod in here.
Yeah, and yeah, Magno did not find what he wanted. Like, it had to be pretty much pot small key and pot big key here for this to be worth to continue. And yeah, the odds for that were just basically 0.
Okay, so the lane's gonna be able to, like, because he has Kane and Samaria, so he's gonna be able to check, like, the map chest, big key chest. Do we have big key ice anywhere? Looks like the answer is no, so we can't check big chest.
Yeah, at least whoever is the second player that clears out or that goes there might be able to delay ice long enough, depending on what we find here in right side.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, small key to swamp. We'll never complain about another small key to swamp.
Yeah, it's our
4
third,
keys.
it looks like.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So getting close to
keys to beat the
clearable,
dungeon?
so we still need a mirror to get in, so but we're getting close.
Elaine, there are 2 rupees in the top 2 pots. I guess if he wasn't gonna get like the bombs or anything like that in the middle pots, the rupees were probably long gone.
I guess the next step after we're all done with collecting these things and getting done with Ice Palace is probably Hera. We
Yeah,
use the
that's
big
right.
key and the hammer to reach it and clear it out. So it seems like the
far.
next
Man,
thing.
it's far.
And while we're up there, while they're up there, they can also do TR. Because they have the cane, they have the bombos, and they have 3 keys plus big key, so we can get to Crystal Roller, but not further. Which kind of sucks in a way.
Yeah, we also can't do roller room, unfortunately, because we don't have the fire rod. Good reminder, by the way, that if you need roller room, you need the fire rod.
Yes. Unless you're... No, you're not a god hoverer like that. I don't think you can.
That's too
even
hard.
Pass can do it with Lamp. Never mind.
Alright, the lane's first one into Cold Stare. I think he got a couple hits in before... Does he have a potion or anything? Oh my gosh. Okay, it's okay. This is the lane's home turf. He has dealt with Cold Stare many a time. Nobody should be worried.
He's got this. Ooh, nice hover by Magno. Sick.
Very nicely done. Castle Smoky? I'm sorry. Okay, everything's... The lane is in 0-hit KO territory. GG. We did it.
GG.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Even though you can kind of see, like, he has a lot of hearts. He had 10 hearts kind of going into this fight. Because Cold Stare does so much damage to you, it's kind of like a false sense of security. Just like when you go into Turtle Rock in NMG, right? You're like, oh, I got 13 hearts. I'm invincible. And then you get hit by a Chomp, and then you get hit by a Poke, and you're like, I'm almost dead.
Yeah. It's definitely very easy to just feel invincible and then die. Someone like Cold Stare.
Yeah, and then kind of we're seeing Zelga on the other side of the restream, gonna take down Cold Stare relatively shortly. And of course, Zelga is, I won't necessarily say he's more accustomed to these types of fights. He is a very well known spoiler runner. I think he won I forgot which year it was 2022 maybe, 2021 SGL online spoiler, which is crazy, competitive and intense. And so being able to do like low % boss fights, both in health and equipment, is definitely an acquired skill.
Magno doing well to realize that picking up that bomb drop from the mini Helmer ruins his bomb jump. He should have just like run out on the bottom though instead of going back into the stairs. Definitely way faster to reset the bomb answer that way. The lane, meanwhile, is going into Mire as opposed to going to the mountain, which is also fine.
Nice pop.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was pretty cool. I'm sorry. Please continue. Yes.
Yeah, my main reason why I don't really like this, I guess, is because you only have one small key, so you have to skip the left side. But then again, the left side is only in logic on 6, so it's probably not gonna be relevant for a while, and you can probably just do it when you play the dungeon.
Yeah, maybe
I don't know. It
also...
just feels like you don't have that many things that you can get right now on this just the one key. That's why I don't really like it.
You can also maybe try and wait out for that fire rod too, and also just speed up right side or left side a little bit more. Zelga going into his cold stare fight. Magno doesn't want to spend the money. Alright, yeah, Zelga very much understandably you gonna use his blue potion.
Yeah, Zelga has a lot less hearts, a lot fewer hearts than the lane. He actually can only tank one hit from cold stare himself.
Yeah, very nice stun. Very nice job though on Zelga's side, being able to just basic wail on this cold stare puff. Yeah, but as we say, okay, we're gonna have a book and Hera big chest. Interesting. Okay. I was gonna say we are. Yeah. We're also gonna have a Moldorma showdown. I can't wait for this. Okay. Do not adjust your screens, but try and you know that cup game that they used to play, like keep your eye on the ball and they switch a bunch of cups around and then you gotta figure out which one. So this is one of those, like, keep your eye on the correct Moldorm. Okay. Don't get confused. It's like he's a little mini Moldorm. That's so cute.
Which one's the enemy?
I don't know. I can't tell.
So Magno
He's
did
hiding.
just
He's even
grab
hiding.
Magno did just grab the Castle Tower key on Zora Ledge.
Oh,
probably trying to snipe a TR small key before going up the mountain. That's probably also the reason why the lane is in Mire. But yeah, I don't think we found any. So yeah, here we go. Zaga's doing front of escape. I missed it, but apparently we have collected 3 Haruka's small keys, and we have the big key too. So I just clear out this entire place.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and we only need 3 total keys to get everything in Hyrule Castle. Just like most places, there's a you can skip a key door or save a key. So I was like, can I go do something easier now after that cold stare fight?
Let's do a good old escape. That's chill. And there's a fire rod.
That is a fire rod. Yeah, very
what
nice
do you do with
line.
Shady here? Do you just like turn around? Yeah, you're not even opening it. You're just going to Spike Cave. That's funny.
I bet the lane and Zelga were like, man, if I only got this earlier, that would have been really nice to have for Ice Palace. I wonder was there Hyrule Castle key inside Ice? Do you remember, or did you notice? I don't remember seeing anything, but all right, nothing on Zelda Cell, nothing on Ball and Chain. Yeah, I did catch also what was on Ether Tablet. It was just a big rupee pile, which we don't really need right now.
Yeah, timing-wise, it's gonna work out a little bit nicer for. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, he has a fairy.
Okay.
Why did he get this fairy? Okay. I don't know if he wanted to use it because he has so much magic, but maybe a fairy is free, more cheaper then. Oh,
hey,
that's the Big Kid Eastern though. All right, fully playable by Zelga. He has the Eastern. He's both Eastern Palace small keys. And of course, we're gonna get the Eastern Palace big key. So we're gonna be able to get everything out of that.
Hey, only one person on each team needs to kill Frederick. It's only a skull with small.
Yeah, and I think also Zelga saved his initial skull with small key, like he dropped in. So I think he doesn't need to go find 3 of them. He just needs the 2. Yeah, but Zelga might be, without the mirror, this is about as fast as we're gonna get to beelining Spike Cave. He also might go to Turtle Rock, or we'll just go somewhere different altogether. Where are we going?
Maybe it's Skullwoods? No. Oh, he realized he was going to the right when he wanted to go to Spike Cave.
Oh, okay. No, I think like he doesn't need to do Hera right now. Gotcha. Yeah. All right, Magno, I guess gonna get his Spec Rock small key for something.
Skullwoods, I think. And then hopefully bomb jump and do Spike Cave.
Yeah, he should have enough stuff. He has Berta, he has a potion, he has everything he needs. Oh, it's a pod key. It's Skull Big. Which I believe we got in Ice Palace, Compass Chest.
Somebody hasn't learned a free setup. But second attempt we lined up correctly, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like the lane's
doing bomb jump here, I assume he's gonna do Spike Cave, which is very good for them. Yeah, the timing with the Fire Rod knowledge worked out nicer for Magno and Thelaine. Because Thelaine found it before Magno finished Terra, so he didn't run all the way over to the TR portal. He just got to go straight down.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, right now, we're 45 minutes into this thing, and the mirror has to show up eventually, but it would have been nice in order to show up on the sooner side, and especially when we're kind of getting to these mid/late game type of locations and routing, the mirror really affords you a ton of convenience. For example, getting to Hera is a gigantic pain without the mirror. Getting anywhere more to do you can't really do any combined efficiency for Dark World and Light World, especially on the mountain. So it's just you just really want that mirror. Plus, with a mirror, we can maybe try and go into Swamp soonish.
Yeah, we have 4 keys now, at least on Zaga's side. I missed where you got the 4th one.
That is a
big key to Thieves Town.
Yeah, on Mothula.
Yes. So. We're still on 1 small key for Thieves, so we can clear it. We need to, but it's nice to have that. Yeah, we're getting close to being able to clear a bunch of dungeons. We can clear Eastern. We're close to being able to clear Swamp. We just need the mirror. We can almost clear Thieves. We can kinda almost clear TR. We're getting close. And we have a nice pot big here in Eastern Big Chest. And we have a little bit of direction right now because we can clear a dungeon right now in Eastern. So maybe we can just find something there that lets us clear dungeon where, well, it does let us clear pot. The problem with pot right now is it doesn't really give us progression.
Oh, as in we don't have enough keys to put the rest of the other checks that we haven't seen in pod in Logic? Is that?
Yeah, we can we have 3 keys and we spend 2, right? Yeah. So we can basically only get Helma and the big chest now, but any of those are in the Logic anyways, so it's probably for the better to just delay pod until you have more keys, so you can also grab big key chest and Thomas away. But I think I've seen one of them open up Thomas away.
Okay, I must have missed that, but it's also hard to keep track of 4 screens at once. So.
Yeah, I don't know who it was. I think, yeah, Shady was the one that was second in pod on the Sticky Priest side. Okay. I think he just went full right and then jumped down with his hammer and spent his second key. He didn't open the front door and then just went to the back and opened Thomas away.
I'm sincerely hoping that Zelga has a fairy. He has a fairy, right? And he does not have a fairy, unfortunately. No. Yeah.
In nicer news, we found Master Sword on Amos.
Yeah, I'm sure Zelga's oh, that would have been really nice to have. Can you pass it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. I've always known that.
No, I think I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, the nice thing about Skullwoods is that, if you're gonna die to a boss, it's probably best if it's Moth because the way back is the shortest out of all the dungeons.
I just assumed that Skullwoods was a 7-minute split, and that's what everybody has been telling me.
It depends on how many deaths you take.
Okay. Alright, okay. Also pointing out, we do have our sighting, it sounds like of the 3rd sword available to us in Thieves Town. Maybe, sounds like Hallway Potkey, maybe? The lane certainly is sporting a Master Sword.
It is a bit odd that the lane is in Thieves right now. He could just go grab his Eastern big key and go clear Eastern.
Oh, by the way, yeah, that's true. We did find on Shady side that there is a Tier Rock Small Key and Hammer Pegs, which I don't know if Magno got?
No, he's on 4. So maybe? I don't know where his 4th came from.
I just have faith that there is a small key to this dungeon in Turtle Rock.
Oh, there is. The question is just if his 4th key is out of TR or from somewhere else. Hey, it's the mirror.
But that's that's a very nice find though for Magno coming into Turtle Rock, finally biting the bullet. And yeah, the mirror definitely will unlock a bunch of stuff. I don't know if he'll finish Turtle Rock. He'll probably maybe go to shops. The lane's gonna find this TR small key relatively soon for their side. But maybe Magno already did this because he did like the first leg of the Smith chain.
Yeah, I could see Magno having done this, and that's why the lane went down to Thieves Town, because he wanted this key before going to TM.
Yeah.
And then that's good, I'm just gonna go in. I have this big key.
Yeah, and right now, like, getting the mirror out of Roller Room, which, of course, by the way, is Fire Rod locked, right? So you did have to go get your Fire Rod first. It's probably enough of a find, as you said, for people to be able to, like, full clear dungeons, as opposed to, you know, maybe kind of continue on to a dungeon that you may or may not have the option of even beating, especially for,
Yeah, so actually I think Magno has not gotten... Sorry. I think Magno has not gotten Hammer Packs. Because the lane, when he turns into Smith, is gonna be at 5 TR keys.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because for the lane, Hammer Packs was the 4th.
Oh, okay, so the lane's probably gonna be the one who goes up to do and finishes Turtle Rock, yeah. And Magno's already gotten a really good find from Roller Room, which looks like Shady's gonna do as well for the Sticky Priest side. And they, I guess Zelga doesn't quite know it yet, but it does look like we're gonna be resigning ourselves to a mirrorless, at least first half of the Smith chain. And certainly we can see that, yeah, you don't necessarily have to do Smith chain with no mirror, but if you can come with TR and 5 keys, then certainly it's gonna be very nice for you.
Yeah, and Magno mirrored the moment the lane found that key. Which, I mean, it might just be mirror related, but... Yeah, probably it was because the lane found the 5th key. Yeah, Shady is also at 5 keys.
Yeah, so I'm gonna imagine that Shady is going to clear out Turtle Rock, with the exception, of course, of Vanilla Biki Chess. Because we can't really get there.
No, we can. The 5th key.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, right. We can open it. We just probably want to beat the boss with our 5 keys. Alright, yeah, but Zelga is going into picking up his other crystal. I did see Fishing Bill earlier, one of our trackers mentioning that he did notice that Ice Palace was a red crystal. I don't think we have knowledge of what the other maybe 5-6 crystal is for potential Pyramid Fairy. But that also could be something.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I don't know, Pyramid Fairy is like, at some point you just check your menu, and if you have the crystals, you will do it. It's like not, I don't know, at least to me this is not ever anything you plan around. It's also not worth checking, in my opinion. Oh.
Everything's fine. This dungeon has nothing to be afraid of. There's just 2 cuddly, wuddly little chomps here.
Dude, that was so brave.
even Shady's little mini Moldorm or big Moldorm cosplay is not working. Other 5-6 is Meyer. Okay, thanks, Furious Prince. He is our other tracker for the day. Oh, I did see. Okay, I see it now on the okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shady, very understandably going to heal. All right, Magno, needing to wait for the explosions before he can break out the Fire Rod. And I did see that, yeah. Shady and Thelaine also now picking up their Hera small key, which I guess for Thelaine is better than Silver's on Poke 2. Just because he hasn't been over to Hera yet, so he can also go and do Hera Basement. And probably pick up that book as well. I guess no one really knows what's on Bombo's tablet, so it's probably just worth it to hedge your bets and not have to come back.
Tragically, we found the silvers before Lambo.
We're Desert is a pendant. We're gonna find like everything before we end up going to go beat Lambos, unfortunately. Like right now, what do we have? One small key for that dungeon, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have lost like most of, if not all of my hope for any type of interesting Lambos fights. Alright, Magno though. Unfortunately, no sword from Thiefstown or Armos. So if Bombo's tablet does have something, we're gonna have to come back. The hope is it is nothing.
I think he just threw the back side. Yeah.
Okay. We found it as a heart piece. Okay, so then that means his partner at the lane does not need to go and pick up the book and big chest.
Yeah, and it's in fact optimal to be on Fighter Sword if it's junk, because you don't
That's true.
get as good
Yeah, that's
animation.
true. Yeah, Bombos is the longest out of the 3 medallions. So you really want to skip that one even more. Okay, alright.
Yeah,
We
Magno's
got
gonna
4
be first
shots.
to show us Swamp.
Oh, true. Okay, Magno, you've been practicing Bomb Spooky since Mini Moldorm Cave, and you got it flawlessly. I am ready to see Bomb Spooky for sequence work on left side swamp.
I believe. Tragically, I bet there's just gonna be a Swamp Small in here.
Probably just like we're on Shady side, waiting for the last Turtle Rock small key to show up on Laser Bridge. It does happen. Okay, half magic, can't complain. Yeah, so we're kind of seeing. Okay, so we have Swamp, Hera, and Desert are our pendants. Well, there is no Turtle Rock key to this dungeon, so Shady's gonna have to just go beat the boss. Yeah, half magic certainly was a very convenient upgrade right before Trinex. I mean, he's capable. Everyone's very capable. Shady's also a very accomplished spoiler runner. But you're just never gonna complain about having some extra fire hot shots when you're on Master Sword.
Yeah, especially on Master Sword, and especially. Hey, there's another sword. Speaking of Master Sword.
Perfect. Yeah, another sword in swamp. Get your memes out.
But yeah, the Trinex can be kind of tight sometimes if you screw up even a little bit. We don't have tempered sword, so half magic very nice.
Yeah, and plus, I like the be able to just kind of slash with the sword. It sometimes can be more convenient than I guess trying to use the hammer, even though the hammer does force more damage. Yeah, everyone's gonna get these silvers from Poke2. This is something that I would be extremely surprised if somebody decided to skip that because they don't think it's like worth it or something.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
Alright, so this is kind of interesting. So we do have our pendants, full pendant crystal knowledge, which means it's somewhat limiting to what can be in GT. So for example, like Meyer Big Key can't be in GT.
Yeah,
Thiefstown small keys can't be there.
Four desert keys are in GT.
Okay, that's true. I did forget about all the desert keys.
Actually make it 3, and then a couple CT small keys to get the desert pick off.
Yeah, okay, true. Yeah, everyone has been to Dark Maze, which is 2 out of 4 checks. We did find one more Castle Tower key on Zorlech, which both teams now have, which is very good. Of course, we're just looking for that last one. Oh wait, was there a big key on Lumberjack?
Yeah, that's why I said there's the desert pick on
right,
Lumberjack.
okay. Desert. Oh, okay, sorry. I misheard you. I thought you meant like inside Castle Tower. I was like,
I don't know.
Alright, that is Meyer Big, by the way, in Swamp.
That's Meyer Big, yeah. There's also a big key on Heide Island, which I assume Magno will pick up after this.
Yeah. Good point.
So we are pretty close to being done with big keys. I do believe we haven't found the GT big key yet. We still need Pod, we need Desert.
We have Pod.
Do we have Pod? Oh yeah, we do.
Pod was in Eastern Big, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
actually
we're gonna find out on Shady.
Oh, it's the big key to Desert. Amazing.
Hey.
Wait, does that mean that GT Big is on Lumberjack then? Sorry, which big keys are we still missing?
It could be ice, which means it would be useless.
Oh, right. Forgot about ice.
The thing about ice big key though is that if it's ice, it has to show up before CT. Means we
okay.
don't. Like if we can deduce that it has to be the ice big key, then we don't need to look for CT small keys in GT. But yeah, it could also just be the GT big key, which means you have to do the basement to get your CT smalls, then leave to pass the tower. And you know it's just gonna be that.
Yeah. The game does not optimize for your convenience, only for what's possible.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna assume that the lane's gonna do the basement here after picking up his pendant. He is the one out of the two that does have the Hera small key. Well, he's the one that hasn't done Hera yet, so then he will also go do the basement.
You could to skip it here. Their team still hasn't done Eastern somehow. And they just got the Maya big key. They know there's another big key on Hylia Island. It's like not unreasonable to just skip Hera basement here and think maybe you can just get to GT at this point.
I have seen though a lot for co-op that people tend to be more averse to skipping things. Even if it might like make sense, right? Like as in like you can reasonably justify not doing like a very long check.
Yeah. I'm saying this, but I probably would also just do Hera basement here if I was playing. It's just, it's just like sometimes fun to think about these things, and it's easier to say this stuff too if you're just watching.
Oh yeah. It is a red boomerang, so at least it matches the lane's armor. I also did catch what was in K45 on Magno's side. It was only a piece apart, so no mirror checks isolated. I guess we also have Graveyard Ledge. That's something possible to do.
Yeah, we are pretty close to GT though. We just need a Thief Stone Smoky, right? It's the only thing that's missing here to GT.
Yeah. And Magno's, has to go back and get his Hammer Pegs TR5. I was gonna say, Shady kind of in contrast by doing the Cold Stare fight with Master Sword and half magic and Fire Rod, as opposed to like what Zelga and the lane had to go through. It's like, oh yeah, just spam that Fire Rod, it's no problem. Have we seen any amount of desert, by the way?
No.
I guess maybe
not at all yet.
Yeah, good point. Right. We got the book kind of late. Not like late, but maybe not early. And then we got the mirror pretty late, so no real opportunity to really do anything in here.
Yeah, Magno will show us some desert after this. I assume he's gonna clear out Maya here. Of course, he's the one that doesn't have the Silvers yet.
Yeah, he's on Master Sword. Where was the third sword? Yeah, he's not gonna get another sword.
Yeah, the lane is gonna get us tempered here on Amos. Well, if this is a Thief Stone small, then maybe Magna will just go clear Thief Stone for tempered, and nope, never mind.
Yeah, it's just gonna be GTK. And nice vanilla Smokey on the torch of Desert Palace. You can tell, certainly, because the key counter goes up, but also there's no text box, so...
What if you just get to clear desert here? There's another
maybe, maybe. Looks like, well, we still have hope for tiles 1 or 2, or BMOS. Looks like Shady is going into... Oh no, he's gonna take the shortcut. Oh,
he's gonna clear, this and Maya first, hoping to find his third desert key at this point.
He doesn't know about the Meyer Big though, right? Like,
he
Zelda
doesn't
hasn't
have
gone
the
that far.
Meyer Big.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Then I guess we're just not doing the back of desert. Maybe hedging his bets that he can find.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you, both from a playing perspective and a commentating perspective, how are we feeling about Magic Bat here without the powder?
No.
Very understandable. Everyone has half magic too, so I'm also kind of less inclined to go do something. It takes forever. You have no idea where powder is. It'd just be in GT and completely useless. Heard in the mushroom though on anybody's side, since it was only found in swamp, and I don't know if Magno's gone over there yet. Maybe we'll go over there when we need the next potion.
I think we're good on potions probably. Maybe for our Vitreous, but we're already in Mire, so.
Yeah, Magno, I did see caught a fairy with his bug net, one of his empty bottles, so that's at least going to be a little bit more safety going in. Yeah, but unfortunately, yeah, no tempered sword, no silvers. He does have a cape for what it's worth, but also no half magic, so it's it's not like it's not a great fight, but it's not like a please you know prage for Magno type of thing. Oh, powder is in swamp big. Thank you. I did not notice that.
I mean, if you have powder, then maybe you're allowed to do the bat.
Okay.
Nice quake in the cutscene chest, by the way. Very useful.
Yes, yes.
We're so happy to have found that. Might misrouted this dungeon. He needs to do big chest first.
Does that also break spooky, by the way?
Yeah, powdering
using this one. Okay.
Yeah, but now unless he hovers the bridge, then it's fine, I guess.
We did see him do a very nice hover on pod right side, so I'm gonna assume he.
I realize now he's probably gonna hover this, isn't he?
Okay, Shady's gonna get the bridge chest, which I just kind of assumed that Zelda had done the bridge chest at some point before killing Mothula.
It wasn't my small, that's why we won.
Oh, okay.
That's our second.
Gotcha. Okay, I think we are gonna go
get
a pedestal check probably. That was really nicely done.
Ooh, Stellatus almost 5 Swamp Smalls. Well, I guess I was his 4th, but we know now about 5, so we can...
Did you see what was on pedestal on Shady's side? That was a very valuable check. Absolutely required pedestal for Castle Tower Key.
Nice.
Which, wait, did he go back? to do a double take? Did I literally just like...
I guess so, yeah, because
okay.
I could also produce that. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, like I didn't just like make this up, right? Like...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so what are these implications then? If this pendant, because like, does that mean... Because like there's like, we're missing now a bunch of desert keys, like, right, in order to beat this, so how much stuff can be in GT at this point?
Well, if we assume that it's a GT big key lumberjacks, that just means we have to go into GT to find
a bunch of keys. Okay. Gotcha.
Our desert keys and also one CT small key, and then we need to go beat desert and then pull pedestal, and then we beat Castle Tower for for the GT big key. If the big key on lumberjacks is ice, then this means that GT is dead, because every pendant key has to be outside of GT so we can get lumberjacks, so we can beat ice. That being said, there aren't that many locations left, and we are not really that close to having all the pendant keys, so presumably it's just gonna be a GT big key on lumberjacks.
Okay. I will certainly say that Shady and Zelga have had probably the earlier knowledge of these terrible Castle Tower Key locations over Magno and Thelaine. For at least like Shady was the first one to Zora Ledge, presumably as a one-off, but he found the Castle Tower Key. Magno got there a little bit later and didn't actually affect things, but that was certainly going to be a liability for them. And now this pedestal check, I'm going to assume that Magno will also go have the same discovery when he goes and beats Skullwoods. because now we have the mirror and we have the book, and I guess that book was actually kind of useful in that case. But of course, the hope is that that Magno is actually going to go check this, as opposed to just go beat Skull Woods and leave.
Yeah, the knowledge of these CT keys is important, but there's like no time pressure as long as you just do it eventually. So there's not real no real benefit to Shady and Zoggy Shady and Zelga knowing it early.
I like couple terms. Shady Zelga. All right. Well,
Zelga's gonna show us phone here, which both Magno and the lane skipped. So this could be. Ooh,
oh no.
That's just ice, probably. Yeah, it's just ice. So it probably doesn't matter. But this confirms that GT key is on Lumberjacks, which means we do have to go into GT to find CT small key 3 and probably at least one desert small key.
It's interesting that they didn't do Fishbone for Magno and the lane then. I somewhat expected this, but TR6, great. I love TR6, by the way. Tiles 1. Oh, and the mirror was in Roller Room? Oh, actually, this is pretty good then for Magno, right?
This is fine. Yeah. Magno's gonna be the only one that can check that, and if it's important, that's gonna be huge for the potato pouches.
Oh my god,
because
it's a vanilla BMOS key. Oh my gosh. So 2 vanilla keys to Desert Smalls and in Desert. Okay, I was gonna be pretty dang surprised if Tiles 2 also had a vanilla key. It's like, is this even key drop?
I mean, it would have been extremely devastating if Tiles 2 had also been vanilla for Shady and Zelga, because like they didn't go in, right? And
yeah, Shady and Zelga.
They would last located. It'd be like CT4 at Circle of Pots when you went all the way to the Archer route before. That's how bad it is, basically.
See, this is what happens, by the way, if you don't use the correct weapon on Magno side. I don't understand, really, what ends up happening, but I just see 28 arrows starting, 28 arrows remaining. When I thief down small key.
Oh, wow. This is T-mode for Magno and the lane. They can just go to GT now, get their last CT small key, and then go back down, get their GT big, and be in go mode.
The fact that there's a Thief's Down small key on Lamos, does that mean that, like, Desert 4 has to show up before GT?
Yeah, that's actually, true. Yeah, and that's really good for Chain Saga, actually. Maybe.
Yeah, Magno's gonna go, I think it's Telthar mentioned this. This is gonna be, he has Desert, he has Swamp, and he's gonna go get... Wait, he has Hera's Desert, Hera, and Swamp. So he's gonna go beat Skull, and just gonna... he is definitely not going to read the pedestal before pulling, right?
I sure hope not, because it would be a waste of time. And he'd look extremely lame and uncool.
Yeah. I guess we haven't done right side. Sorry, right side. Left side Swamp. No one has, I guess, that extra 5th key before kind of going in.
Yeah, I think Lane could have theoretically had it. Because he got the extra Swamp Small out of Pot Big Chest. But I don't know which Swamp key he's missing. Maybe just decided that one is too far out of the way. He doesn't. It's sort of getting right now.
Alright, Zelga's gonna go back here and do the back of Desert.
Okay, that's good for them.
Yeah, and he will be also chagrin to find this BMOS vanilla key.
And now, because Shady has to come back anyway to beat Meyer, so no, not really that much time lost. Not just going back here the first time.
Yeah, and looks are also picking up like the rest of our pod keys for all of this stuff as well. So if he wants to do big key chest, I forgot if we already got that in pod.
I don't think so.
Yep, and Zelga, remembering that he does have an alternative weapon than the Fire Rod, but also not the correct one. And I've gone after him so many times for this, and he just keeps saying that I am using the bow that the game gave me. There are some things that you just gotta.
Just for me an excuse.
Yeah, you have
honestly.
to. You just have to keep getting after them for this until they learn. It's okay. All right, this is gonna be a very much required pedestal pull for Magno. If they don't do this, this is going to be pretty devastating for them.
Yeah, Vivo gets the. Well, I'm not gonna say they lose, but not gonna be in great shape.
Okay, and you guys mirroring. Okay, and I was gonna say, like, even though we do see 4 screens here, the fact that Shady did the pedestal twice does not count for Magno and the lane doing, and we have found out before pulling that it is in fact a castle tower key on pedestal.
Yeah, and the degree is look really cringe and lame.
Yeah. Okay, so Lane also went back to to Fishbone for Meyer, so he does in fact have now the Ice Palace big key. So this should be knowledge for them that GT big key is on Lumberjack.
Yeah, Magno's taking the wrong path back to the village here. We timed this before. It's fast to just flute 2-3 and then go into the portal instead of doing this route or walking out of Skywards.
Yeah, this equipment, by the way, is pretty stark contrast to what we had kind of at the beginning when we just had Berta to work with. Berta, and I guess we did have a bottle, fortunately, and enough resources to scrounge together like a blue potion from Waterfall without flippers, or I guess if you're fortunate enough to actually be able to afford a potion, then you can. But now we've got like gold sword and silvers and all this just hack and slash type of equipment where we don't have to think as much.
Yeah, it's definitely way more now. Yeah, Biggie chest and pot is nothing.
Okay.
So
I guess...
nothing left behind in here.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you, so at some point, at what point, especially in co-op, do you kind of say, I'm not gonna go do some of these, like, one-off, far-away checks, I don't think anyone's checked, like, Graveyard Ledge, Magic Bat, maybe even Potion Turn-In, like, before we kind of head up to GT? Or would you still invest the time because you might have a little bit more leeway because it's co-op before going up?
No, I don't think it's real leeway anyway, because like the time you spend is real time that you lose, and it counts exactly as much as normal. It just gets divided by 2, but like effectively it's still the same time loss. So at this point you should just probably ignore all the slow like single item checks and just book it for GT because you have GT mode, and like you just know your CT smalls there. That's the only thing I'm missing at this point.
Oh, well, some combination, I guess, of maybe things to get into. The lane is taking the edge route in order to get to the GT small key.
Wasting half a second.
Did you know that these stones are crystal? We just found out. From the map to this dungeon in the maiden cell.
Thank you, map to this dungeon.
Alright, yeah, Shady, utilizing those silvers that we got from Poke 2 in Turtle Rock.
We are finally all on tempered sword. Well, other than the lane who has a gold sword.
Would you turn in Green Pendant before we go?
As Magno, yes,
like...
because he still has to go beat pot in the Eastern.
Oh, okay. That's a good point. Okay. And I guess, yeah, Shady and Zelga have already cleared out that entire area. Maybe Zelga will do that now? Maybe Zelga already turned in Green Pendant? I didn't notice.
No, he just
leaving. Oh, okay, he already
right?
did.
So...
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna assume it's nothing. Furious Prince. Swamp Small? Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably not gonna be the thing that gets them back into Swamp.
No.
Oh, this is another one. Would you go to Castle Tower at this point and hope
No,
that
no,
there's
no.
a vanilla?
No. You just go to GT.
Which bow do you
Yeah, I
think Shady's
think
gonna
the
use?
Sticky Priest side. I think he's gonna use the wrong bow.
Everyone
None
is
of them
looking
are
like
correct
they're
bow
going
users.
to not use the correct one. Pretty unfortunate.
I think the lane will be first in GT out of everyone, but Magno seems pretty far behind. He still needs to do Port, Eastern, and TR. Whereas the lane only has Thief Zone left, and both of the Sea Priests. Okay, Shady also only has Thief Zone left. Zerg has Thief Zone and Hera. But Hera is like basically non-existent, but it's like a
It's
minute
just like a minute.
on the way. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get a mushroom turn in on a Shady side.
Okay. Oh, okay. The lane still had to go to Zora Ledge to get this key. So the lane and Zora are basically even. It's like Zora Ledge versus Hera.
Versus like Hera.
It's like the same. Yeah, and Shady is also very slightly ahead of the lane, so yeah, this is definitely a lead for Sticky Priests. The Sticky Priests do both still have to go to pedestal, which the lane also still has to do. So yeah, that doesn't change anything about the lead.
I don't think in this case, kind of what the extra things that Magno ended up doing, kind of over the other people. That maybe
He went very
caused
far
this,
into ice without the hammer. That definitely was a big time loss for them.
Okay, yeah, because I think going into Dark World, everyone was kind of about even. Like, it did really look like that most people got kind of, everyone kind of funneled into Castle Tower and then, of course, the mountain with a hook shot. So they kind of started Dark World pretty even, and then things just diverged pretty rapidly.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else bad that Magma ended up doing. I don't think so. One thing I noticed on the Potatoepouch's side compared to the Priest's side is that they very often opened extra garbage chests in dungeons and caves that their partner already checked. So their communication hasn't been as clean as the other teams. So they left some time behind in a couple of dungeons.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, and all these things, they do add up. Right? Every extra chest turn is, I don't know, like 2 to 3 seconds, something like that, depending on if there's a text box. So, especially if you end up getting extra stuff. Oh yeah, and then the lane, well, this is not for something for Magno, but like the lane had to go kill the ball and the 2 blue same bolts from the second room of Castle Tower, right, in order to go get 20 rupees, which was not useful.
Yeah. Yeah, there were just a bunch of checks that are just not just the 3 seconds that is opening a chest, but they like also involve killing enemies or going to an extra room and stuff like that. So it ends up being a lot more.
Shady, definitely not giving up the gold sword. Literally right there. It's probably worth your time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh
so
yes,
we'll
the lane has already been all the way to blind cell before.
Oh,
so that's
yeah,
also
yeah,
like a significant chunk of time he left. Here. Why can I read all these text boxes?
Yeah, well, it's because Sahaba rolled the seed, so this is the only opportunity to see the blind pun. So it's very, very, very appreciative, of course, that the viewers are able to have join in on the sense of humor that the game has provided for us. this blind fight. Maybe a little didn't go quite off the rails, but also wasn't, you know, maybe quite on. But everything's fine. We do have a blue Shy Guy. So that is all the crystals. We're just looking for our last CT Smokey.
Yeah, I like what Shady and Zaga are doing here. Zaga didn't go pedestal yet. He's just rushing ahead to GT. And Shady is pulling pedal just to put more of a gap between the two, so Zaga's ahead inside of GT and can already look for this CT Smokey.
Yeah, and presumably Magno's gonna go through Turtle Rock before going to GT as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the lane is, a good amount ahead, but I assume they're gonna let Magnus stall a bit more just so he knows exactly where to go. How many GT Smokies does? Because Zaga only has... No, he has 5, which is fine. You just skip map chest, worst case.
Never gonna open this middle door.
5, so it's fine. Nope. Yeah, we're skipping Tie Room. This is basically like looking for GT Big Key and regular. Like non-key Sandy, because you're just looking for the one key that gives you the GT Big Key.
Yep. I guess we can also maybe get... No, we're just looking for Castle Tower stuff. Alright, what's over here? How many GT keys is this locked by? 7?
7.
And 7? Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Look, there it is. That's easy. Well. Alright, well that means that presumably the lane is going to...
Nope.
Fine. Well, he might just do Stalfos Room and then go over to right side.
I feel like this is for left since it's key sanity. Zaga can't save him, but he needs this pendant so he can pull that.
It was a very nice Hera pot. Super smooth. Going up.
Yeah, nice pass.
Alright, yeah, and I think at this point we can't really find anything else that will help us. I think we found all of the armors, all of the swords, all of the bows. I guess probably not all of the Harkentators, but...
This is tragic for Phil and Magno. I mean, they were already behind, so this probably doesn't really matter, but like this just puts them so much further behind than they already were, because the lane is gonna clear out the entire basement here. Also nice vanilla Smokey and double switch pot.
Yep.
Could have just opened map chest.
It's okay. He'll go over to right side, and then he'll be like, oh, I could have just skipped out the entirety of the left side. That might be a bit more regrets. But again, like, as we've seen in many key sanity / non-entrance GT Big Key guessing game puns, like sometimes you just flip a coin, right? And if you lose the coin flip, you just lose on a couple minutes. That's just what happens in rando.
Yep. Yeah, it's I guess nice that it didn't matter, because it's only further like made the gap larger and not like swung the lead.
Nice pal Smokey and Becky chest of Turtle Rock.
What's that doing?
I don't know.
He might have like thought for a second he's missing a key or something, maybe.
Yeah, maybe he thought he flew to the wrong location, but yeah, Shady is slightly ahead of his teammates going into Castle Tower, so this is going to be a pretty quick kill, or pretty quick clear. We don't have to go and say hi to any of our friends or not friends. We are literally not missing anything else. The only thing remaining, of course, is after Castle Tower. We're gonna go into and claim our GT Big Key off of Lumberjack, and then go and beat the other Aga, and then go begin.
And are we doing tile room here?
We
Yep,
are, in
sure
fact,
are.
doing tile room.
We're doing this, getting this key as late as possible. Aside from going back for map chess before this. Feels bad.
Yeah, yeah. It is unfortunate. I mean, but I certainly very much understand the rationale for being able to do this, because you don't want to give this up.
Yeah, I think maybe part of the reason why the lane went left first is so he could delay tile room as much as possible, because he wants to do it on his way to right side no matter what. Which ended up being very unfortunate here. Whereas Saga was just like, okay, I'll just do right side, and then if I have to, I'll come back for tile room, but probably tile room just doesn't matter here.
That was a really nice distance, by the way, for this little Moldorm. Basically aligned with the torch, right?
Yeah, this is really, really good. I would love to get this far.
That's a very respectable distance for Zelda.
we
Zelda's
can
personal
do-
standards are maybe a little bit reduced, but I still think it's very respectable in general.
You know, it's about the team average, so this just means that Lane and Magno now have a chance to beat Shady and Saga. But Lane definitely... Oh no, he hasn't done pad yet, okay. I was gonna say definitely should have saved and quit to Link's house, but yeah. If he needs to flute, then doesn't matter.
Yeah. Every single time somebody comes on this way and they have mitts, I'm like, why are you going this way? Of course, right? You just don't see this content very often to actually go and rush the pedestal. And just the pedestal. Of course, yeah. Going through Aga, relatively quick fight. Especially considering that it was intentionally designed to have 0 blue balls for any type of all dungeons modes. There's no reason for you to sit through extra blue balls if you have to go beat Aga as part of the goals for defeating the game.
Yeah, it's just so boring. You play through an entire AD seed and then you're done, and you just have this one long cutscene at the end, and it should just be as short as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, alright, well that is confirmed. We have 0 more big keys out in the wild, so his GT big key on Lumberjack. That was actually a really good scout then for, I think, Zelda and the lane. Like those, or whoever was the two that ended up doing this. So I think both teams ended up having knowledge that there was a big key on Lumberjack. I'm gonna assume at some point, maybe someone on the team would have done that if they hadn't done that like early, to go see, well, what could be on Lumberjack.
Maybe?
But yeah, well, I don't know. But I mean, like, this knowledge I think worked out pretty well for both teams.
I'm trying to think. Like, I am someone that doesn't check Lumberjacks in this mode, and I don't think I would have ever checked it. Because, like, you had flute from the start. So, like, the opportunity to check Lumberjacks is when you rescue the old man without flute. But since you have the flute, you just flute to 1, and then you never even get close to Lumberjacks. So, yeah, for someone like me, this... or might be my guess, this would have been pretty devastating, possibly. So it's a good thing that our possible opponents got the seed out of the way. Before facing us.
Yeah, and keep in mind, of course, this is only game 1. The first of the potential best of 3 series. I believe this is technically game 2, and they can be played in any order. Being, I think, the lower seed Shading Zelda, this was their pick. Game 1, which is going to be co-op cross keys, or no, maybe it might have been the other way around. Maybe this was Magno and the lane's pick. Will be scheduled at another time. Also, very respectable distance on the lane side. Getting as far up as possible.
Yeah, nice. Yes, they have a chance to beat the team average of the stick beasts. Let's see how Magno does.
Yeah, and this is the fun part. If you're on the Sticky Priest side, racing your teammate. In addition, of course, you're racing your opponents.
Yeah, it's great when you're this close. Then it's like, okay, now I really have to play well. I want to beat my partner. Okay, respectable distance from Magno.
Also
as well.
very respectable, yes, yes.
They definitely both beat Zogga, but I think on average, the priests are probably
Yeah,
still better because Shady's distance was just insane.
pretty good. Now I do see that Shady is ahead of Zelga, and I don't want to ruin Zelga's pristine reputation of being a good teammate and a good player and all this. So there may or may not have been some shenanigans when he was playing co-op Crosties with Marty, trying to beat him, beat his teammate, so then was maybe purposely or unintentionally feeding some misinformation to skip some things. Can't really do that here when it's not insurance, it's kind of endgame. Maybe you can try and distract Shady. Hey, look over there. Alright. Did you hear something? Maybe are you getting an extra call? Maybe forcing Shady to
I found this cool new Wizard 2 strat where you use the mirror. Yeah. You should try it.
Alright, Verlaine and Magno. Also pretty close amongst each other. Being able to go get GT Big Key. And then they're gonna start their own climb. But yeah, at this point, it does look like something tragic will have to be befallen Shady and Zelga for them to kind of give up their lead.
Yeah, they're both a GT climb ahead. I think this is more than one phase 4 Ganon death or fall. This has to be a very significant disaster for Potatoepouch to still have a chance here. Definitely supposed to just save and quit to Old Man there.
Oh right, we did rescue him. It was so early ago.
Yeah, everybody did because he had a pot small.
We also did kind of gloss over the fact that there was a rematch between the two Moldorms on a slightly different arena. I'm sure that the good one has emerged victorious. It is still kind of hard to tell.
He's still thinking that if he's the good one.
Exactly, true. It'd be kind of funny if they played Randomizer and Shady used a sprite and there were no Moldorms. And then I guess it's good for us, right? Because that means that we can't ever be confused. But
yeah, easy to keep track. Oh, Zogga caught up quite a bit. He got a double triple and Shady recycled. Okay. So they're even closer now.
Yeah, definitely Zelga. Probably arguably one of the best executioners for this game. Extremely clean. Of course, we are both battling Ganon on Gold Sword. Doesn't really do too much in terms of being able to speed up the first two phases. Or phase 3, I guess, for that matter, since you just need hits on Ganon. Doesn't really matter what kind of hits they are.
Yeah, the only thing Gold Sword does is it makes it basically impossible to lose time on the first two phases. Which I think it's nice. But yeah, it's not
I'm a fan. I'm personally a fan of using the Gold Sword. or having the Gold Sword for Ganon. Alright, but yeah, we found silvers. Shady is maybe a little more delayed. Maybe we... but it does look like the Ganon is exploding for him first. With a very fast finish with his partner. So big GG's to Sticky Priest, taking the first chronological game of the series.
Yeah, GG's. Very nice 1-2 finish here. Only a few seconds apart. 5 seconds. Nice. It's gonna be so so devastating for the other team too. Right, like usually it's like one guy finishes and then it's like, okay, maybe we still have a chance if the other one is like super behind, but here's just like 1-2, both done. GG.
Yeah, I think it's probably more stressful in duality, right? Because that's the only real mode that has a different metric, as in it's last to finish. So the first one to finish isn't really, I guess, like too bad. But maybe you're thinking, oh, the clock is kind of ticking, starting to tick, and then and you have a very fast follow, and you're like, oh, I see. But this will put Shady and Zelga, and of course Marty, up a game in this best of 3 series. So potentially one more left for them. Before advancing on to the finals of League Season 7. Alright, and we are joined by today's victors, Shady and Zelga. GG's.
Yo, GG's. GG's, thank you.
So Shady, did you do a pet check twice? Did I just missee that?
No, I did. It's because I read the pet and I was like, oh my god, the Castle Tower Smoky is, and then I was like, well, hang on, might I have misread the text? And it's one of those funny text messages that might have mentioned Aga, but like mean Aga 2. So I wanted to go back and double check it to make sure that it actually was Castle Tower, just because I wasn't sure in my head if it was like one of those kind of pseudo cryptic ones, that mentions the wrong Aga. I just wanted to make sure, because obviously if it's wrong, it's a humongous type waste.
Very, very understandable. Because I was like, I saw you check the first time. I was like, oh my gosh, see Smokey. And then for some reason I was like, wait, is he on the same screen? Did I just like make this up that I saw the first time? Otherwise, and also of course, good job carrying the team into going into Eastern. I believe your partner was able to go there with a fully playable Eastern Palace on deck. Eastern Smoky, Eastern Big.
That's what teammates are for. I gotta get into Eastern as soon as possible in the seed before Zelga can tell me not to and try and tell me to go other places.
I tried. I was like, hey, I got a flute if you want to. Like, no, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I think you guys are also pretty. Go for it, John.
Okay. Nice decision, by the way, Zelga, to go right in GT instead of left. The lane got to enjoy the entire basement, unfortunately.
Oh no, that is sad.
Yeah, it didn't matter because you guys were ahead anyway. But it was still sad to see the lane go through the entire GT basement when we saw on your side that you could just go right and be done.
Yeah, I knew I had like a slight edge getting to GT before Shady, so I figured if I did right side, then that would just be done by the time he gets there. And I just got lucky; it was right there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, was cool how you guys, you Zelga skipped the pet pull for the time being, and Shady pulled, so you could put more time between you two.
Well, that was actually forced, yeah, because I hadn't done hair yet.
Oh yeah, you're right. See, you should have just accepted the credit. Like, just...
Yeah, totally planned. I pulled it just so I wouldn't forget to get it later. And Zelga wasn't physically capable, but...
That was sort of for the lane. GG's on him finishing very shortly before Magna, which is he's almost done. I guess like you guys were about even going into Dark World. The Light World loop was somewhat, I almost say like linear, but everyone kind of got funneled into getting the cape from Shovel, and then going to Castle Tower, and then going to up the mountain, and blah blah blah. And then I think Dark World was really where Divergence was. You guys were very efficient throughout, it looks like. Even that unfortunate 7-minute skull with split didn't hurt you, Zelda.
Yeah, I think I wasn't counting perfectly, but I think I might have killed like on the exact same frame that I died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I liked how there was like basically no weaponry like available except for Berna. Basically, for the entirety of like the first, I don't know, like 30 minutes or something.
Yeah, it was so awkward. If there wasn't the blue potion at Waterfall Ferry, it would have been really weird, like fluting and buying magic just to be able to Castle Tower to find the hookshot.
Yeah, it was tricky for me. Like, I was there at first, and I just barely had enough to kill the 2 gold guards, but then I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I have enough to kill the next guards as well, because I didn't have the refill at the time, so I had to like end up bailing and then coming straight back to Castle Tower, so that was a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, but definitely better to bail early than to go in and then realize you can't it. So, yeah, I understand why you tried to play it safe there.
Oh yeah, there are some like very fortunate timings, I think, and decisions that you guys ended up doing. I think like Shady, you were in ice early, right? And then you just like immediately bailed. I think when Zelga, I think, found the hammer or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that's right.
Yeah.
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 So it didn't waste too much
Hello.
time. I could have been much deeper in Ice Palace. It would have been a lot worse.
Hello.
Speaking of Ice
Yo,
Palace, we're
GGs.
also joined by Magno on the lane. GG's, guys.
Yo, GG's gamers.
GG's.
GG. No GG's.
Welcome back from vacation.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were just kind of talking with these guys a little bit earlier. Like, it sounded like you guys were relatively even going into Dark World, because kind of got funneled into the same stuff early game in order to go in Castle Tower and stuff. But I think after that, it was where things kind of really
Yeah, it's
really
never fun
diverged.
to
Yeah.
go for like a shovel and Castle Tower dip for 1 or 2 items. And like no way to kill the guards. Like I had to drink the blue potion to have a little bit magic for my burner to kill the guards.
Yeah, that was really funny to see all you guys try to figure out a way to beat the guards. I think everybody ended up drinking a blue potion except the Mayhem, because he hadn't gotten the bottle from Marco yet. So he ended up buying a bomb upgrade.
I had the bottle, I just didn't have the blue potion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was in Waterfall.
Yeah, Magno told me, but I thought I wouldn't need it, and then we ended up, I mean, not needing it, but it was comfy, I guess.
Yeah, the early game was definitely a very Burna/bomb heavy endeavor. And then people eventually got their first sword from Hype Cave, and then various amounts of other equipment later.
Yeah, I think like one of the big things that happened was like you guys were like at like both teams were simultaneously in pod and ice like at the same time. Just the timing worked out a lot better for Shady and Zaga, where Shady was only up to Compass Chest when Zaga found the hammer, so he left. But when Thrain found the hammer, Magna was already like past the conveyor bari. And I assume that's why you decided to continue on.
Yeah.
And yeah, unfortunately wasted a lot of time in ice.
I feel
Okay,
like we
important
could've-
question.
Yeah.
Was I just slow or was Magno just fast?
Yes.
I think Zaga might. Zaga, did you go right side first in pod? Or did you?
No, I did like shooter and then Stalfos basement. Like I didn't bother going up to the lobby chest first, so I did cut a little time there.
Okay, but you didn't do the back of pod yet, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's how Zaga got to the hammer earlier than you.
Okay, yeah, that's fair then.
I feel like we put off Turtle Rock for a little bit too long. Unfortunate that the fire rod was where it was, because I wanted to go up the mountain and dip Turtle Rock with 4 keys, which is reasonable. 4 keys and the big key. You can get like 10 checks or something. And then Elaine called the fire rod, and then we were like, dude, we're just missing 1 more TR small. Let's greed for it. Greed for the 5th key so we can complete the dungeon. And I mean, it was at Hammer Packs. And yeah, I don't know. We put it off a little bit too long, so Mirror was a little bit late. Maybe that was one reason in the end.
I think you were actually the first one to the mirror, Magno, actually.
Yeah, that story sounded really similar to us, where Shady was on his way to Turtle Rock when I found the fire rod, and I was like, you may not want to do that now. And then we also, it took us a while to get to Hammer Pegs.
I was standing on the medallion thing, ready to open it, and then I heard that the fire rod was elsewhere, so I'm like, oh, well, I'm just going to go right back to Spike Cave instead. So I go from Hera all the way to the Turtle Rock portal just to go back to Spike Cave. So that was a waste of time, but it could have been worse, I guess. If I was in Turtle Rock without the fire rod, that would have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I think
one thing
Rock
that,
also. Oh, sorry, go for a minute.
one thing that wasn't like 4 minutes or something. We did GT left side first to Ice Amos and then right side. I don't know if you did right side before left.
Yeah, I went straight right as soon as I got in. So that's a decent chunk of it.
Yeah. You guys were already behind when, like, I guess the lane made the quote-unquote wrong decision, the unfortunate wrong decision. But didn't really affect the result. You guys would have just been a lot closer. But yeah, it was very sad to see the lane clear out the entire basement when it was just on the right side.
Yeah, we figured. I mean, it wasn't like 4 minutes worth of time, but as you said, it would have been a lot closer.
I said F right side, just do left side for density. And Lane wanted to go right side. I talked him out of it.
Don't listen to Magno. That's the lesson we learned.
Yeah. I don't know what came over me at that moment.
Another unfortunate thing. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I did skip a few off checks in the end, like I did do powder, purple chest, mushroom, like a few off checks. I said let's read for GT. That's gotta be the last. Surely it's in GT. I was hoping you guys didn't check pedestal for so that this key would be late maybe.
Yeah, I had already beaten Skull Woods, but then yeah. Shady had the book and mirror by the time that he went there, so we definitely got bailed out in that way.
I had all the pendants when I did Skywoods.
Yeah, that was another thing, is that we were late to beating Desert because we went in the front and got the torch key, but we just skipped the back entirely, so we missed that vanilla key. So that was basically our GT access, was getting Desert beaten and then that Thieves key on Landmo.
Yeah, basically 2 desert small keys. So,
yeah, true.
this is a really fun race to watch, though, in my opinion. Lots of back and forth.
Yeah, I didn't think there was too much different that we could have done. Like, everything just was awkward in the beginning with no weaponry, but I was pretty happy with the way we were making our decisions. And kind of like you mentioned, is that whenever we did get split off where someone was doing something really awkward, I think we got really lucky, like me getting the hammer or the fire rod right when Shady was about to do something unfortunate. So I think it just kind of worked out in our favor for once.
Okay, so for interested viewers, we have Game 2 scheduled for Wednesday. It's 7 p.m. in EU times. No, quick. I'm sorry. It's 5 p.m. EDT. Let's just say it this way.
Okay, alright. It sounds like 11 p.m. Eastern, or European time.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, cool. Looking forward, and that's co-op cross keys, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you playing Magda, or is Billy playing?
Yep, Brogo and I are playing.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, best of luck. That should be a very fun match to watch. I believe the Marty carry is gonna come back for that game.
Yep, I will join alongside while Marty does all the work and gives us a chance.
I believe that is, by definition, what it's called, the Marty carry. Yeah, alright, well then, Delane and Shady, I guess put up your feet, kick back, and watch with bated anticipation what's gonna happen, I guess, for Game 2, and then hopefully there'll be a Game 3, maybe, we'll see. That's I don't know. Like yeah, the schedule's a little tight here, just because I mean it's no fault to anybody. It's just there's only 2 weeks to play, and then people were all in different corners of the world on travel. So, but we'll see.
Yeah.
What's up happening. Yeah.
Game 3 will be logistically tricky, but it also will be a lot of fun if we do get a 3-game series. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly best of luck to everybody, and I will certainly be very much looking forward to this game. Game 2, of course, and yeah, Game 1 was very exciting to watch. Thank you guys so much. Any final thoughts before we go?
Just GG's. Thanks for a fun, tough race, and thank you for putting it on. Thank you, Clearmouth Gem, Fishing Boo, Furious Prince. Much appreciated.
I will go pick up Brogo now from the airport.
Oh.
share him the good news.
What a good brother.
Yeah, thanks for the restream.
Yeah, thanks so much for covering it. Should be a fun watch back, and GG's, and good luck for Game 2, gamers. I'll be putting on my feet and watching.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, yeah, thank you guys all so much. Yeah, and yes, I want to say thank you again to Furious Prince and Fishing Boo. 80 KDV is probably arguably one of the most difficult things to track. So definitely big props for keeping all the keys and dungeons and items up to date. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, best of luck to everybody in the second game of the series. Jem, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and yeah, thank you all so much. And yeah, as Magno has said, it will be himself and Broger versus Marty and Zelga for co-op cross keys Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Definitely looking forward to that, and that'll be a potential game decider for at least Sticky Priest, otherwise Game 3 for the series. Yeah, have a great rest of your evening / afternoon. And we'll catch you Wednesday.